About to get started here, and here comes Carlos Correa.
Baseman, number 1, Carlos Correa.
And the home opener is underway. That's in there. Strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Caught him looking for the K.
Batting second, right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike two. In the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Now at the plate, Isaac Paredes. 2 down, nobody on. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Swings through that one for strike one. Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball. Snap throw, and he gets back in. Struck him out swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back here in Baltimore, and towing the mound for Houston in this one, Spencer Arrighetti. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
The 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Now here is Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Ball 1.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Check swing, no appeal. And the count is 3-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Back now at Oriole Park, and stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve. This one in the air, center field. Taveras drifts towards it. 1 away. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Barris takes it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Jake Myers. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Povich, 25 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2021. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. To first, that is the inning. Back here in Baltimore, so now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Rlhske57.
No, that's a ball.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Here's a 1-1. That one missed. Outside low, 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Check swing, no appeal. Ball 1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A 2-run homer, and the Orioles jump out in front. It's 2-0. Here's Leody Taveras.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Getty. He's kind of interesting. You know, when you dig into the tendencies, he does a good job of limiting the hits, but the walks continue to be a problem.
Well, he's got such nasty stuff that I think, you know, hitters, they're just not as willing to try to get something because it's hard to square them up. And when you have pitches that are ending up just outside the strike zone, until they get called for strikes, hitters are not going to pull the trigger.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Batting 8, right fielder.
2 down, base is empty. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser.
You know, against a guy like this, I'm looking for something straight. I'm not going to be successful hitting anything that's got movement on it. I've got to look for a four-seamer and try to get it up in the zone.
The 0-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 0-1. Rips one to right. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the
to first, and they've got him picked off. Now they've got him in a rundown. Rudder goes again. Pitch is high. Throw to second on a bounce. Safe. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one lifted to left. Ward settles underneath it. 1 down. So the Houston lineup turns over. Now Correa up to hit. And he swings through that one. Snaps it to third. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man at second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Adios. Pelota. He sends it out of here. And it ties it up. It's 2-2. Now here is Isaac Paredes. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped up. Alonso under it. And that is that. As we go to the last of the third. Now the Orioles catcher, Samuel Basallo. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Left fielder,
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it. So a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Tied up here in the early going. And that one is lifted in the air. Myers settles under it. Takes it in for the out. So digging in, Gunnar Henderson. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
1-2 now. Oh, great stop. The tag, and they got him. Back now at Oriole Park. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, could have a really good day out there on the mound.
This one in the air, right field, and it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Astros,
Yainer Diaz getting ready to hit. In the air to left center. Taveras has a beat on it. And there's 2 away. 0 for 1 so far. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. A laser to left. And now they're out front. It's 4-2. Late with the swing there. In the air, right field. Kowser under it. And that is that. Bottom 4, here's Pete Alonso.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
Eric Getty back to work.
You know, these Orioles just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
No.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
The 2-2. Got him swinging for the K. Strikeout number 8.
Up next for the Orioles, designated hitter, Rlhske.
That's in there, and that's strike 1. The Stros leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hit in the air, center field. Myers under this one. And there's 2 away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at-bat.
That one fouled off. Foul ball. Cut on and missed, and it's a strike. Back here in Baltimore, we go to the top of the 5th. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him. Over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the third baseman, Carlos Correa.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at-bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
So a workaround situation.
Yeah, kind of. You're not intentionally walking him. You want to compete, but you don't want to give him something too good to hit. If you can get him out on your pitch, then even better, because you got the pitcher leading off the next inning.
And that one hammered way back there. It's got a chance. Booyah! Another homer. His second home run of the game. So 2 down. And now Isaac Paredes. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double. And his second hit.
Next for the Astros, first baseman.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Throw to second, safe. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Paredes around third. In comes the run from second. Throw cut off to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. So runner at second, 2 down. Jose Altuve up to hit here. 1 for 2. On the mound now, Ryan Helsley.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Battling here as he fouls it away. Oh, what a stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Back here in Baltimore, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Leody Taveras now at the plate. Check swing. He went. And it's 0-1. Taveras in his 5th season, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. 1-1 now. looking.
Up next for the Orioles, third baseman, Alexander.
Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one. That one is cut on and missed. Looked like a changeup.
Really good changeup.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Astros leading by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Got him. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, right
Colton
fielder,
Cowser will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time. And that
Ball one.
misses. Ball 1.
Ball.
Right through there for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job. Just couldn't keep it fair.
Got him looking. Back now at Oriole Park. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Astros, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Astros, center fielder, Jake Myers.
No, that's down.
Consistently attacking the right pitch is a great way to build confidence as a hitter. You start to think less at the plate the more often it happens, and it can have a snowball effect. And I think that's been the case today with all of the hard contact.
Digging in, Cam Smith. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that is that. Back here in Baltimore, now the Orioles catcher, Samuel Basallo. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder, Taylor Ward.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. This one popped up. Altuve moving under this one. And there's 2 down. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. High fly ball down the left field line. That's back. And that one is off the top of the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of...
Brings it in for the 3rd out. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Astros, Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts swings through that one. In the air, right side of the infield. Jackson under it. And there's 1 down. Fought off foul. And the 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets...
Can't glove it cleanly. So, man aboard. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. This one in the air center field. Henderson gets under it. And there's 2 down.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that'll do it. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Adley Rutschman. Ground ball up the middle. It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Too low.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And that one is downstairs. And the count now even up. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 1 out man at first. Here's the center fielder, Leody Taveras. Check swing, and he went 0-1. Ripped to right. And makes the grab. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Ball.
Struck him out looking. That's K number. We're at the top of the 8th. Stepping in, Christian Walker.
Christian Walker.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Got him. 2 gone now. 2 outs, base is empty. So next up for Houston, Yainer Diaz. Oh, look at the stop. Jumps, throws, it's there, and that's a great play. Back now at Oriole Park. Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Comebacker to the mound. Gets it to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Up next for the Orioles.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Inside. And that's ball 1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he'll make it safely. That's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Ground ball, Walker. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We go to the 9th. Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. So, Grant, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
Swing and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
On the ground, could be 2. There's 1. Over to Alonso. Double play. It's Xander Bogaerts now. 0 for 3 in this one.
Xander Bogaerts.
Ground ball, left side, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Bogaerts into second.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Pitch kicks away. But no advance. That's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top of the 9th. In the air to left center, Taveras. On his way over, and that'll do it. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Leading off, Pete Alonso. Gets under it and pops it up. Walker in position. And there's 1 down.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Chris, what type of stuff do you look for as a pitcher starts to get tired?
Well, I think velocity is always a good indicator. And, you know, what kind of swings are the hitters taking? That will tell you a lot.
Going to get into the corner. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And here is Jeremiah Jackson. Man at second. In the dirt. The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Sets him down looking. And the Orioles down to their final out.
Center fielder, Taveras.
Ball 1.
Pitch in the dirt. Ball 2. That's too high. Ground ball, and this should do it. On to first. Ball game.
Well, he went the distance for that first.